A pivotal primary taking place in New Hampshire. Voters headed to the polls to select a Republican presidential nominee. Former President Donald Trump, the projected winner. He was looking for a knockout victory over his remaining challenger, Nikki Haley.
And the former South Carolina governor vowing her fight is far from over. Local 10's Glenna Milberg joining us live now from Concord with the final numbers tonight. Glenna.
Calvin, Nicole, actually final numbers are not yet in. At last check, there was just over 75% of the vote. The spread was about 11%. Donald Trump is the clear winner, no doubt. But Nikki Haley staked her entire campaign on this first primary state, and she thinks those numbers are enough to put wind in her sails. Nikki Haley, less than a third of the vote in at the time, calls her second place a win.
New Hampshire is first in the nation. It is not the last in the nation.
New Hampshire was to be Haley's best chance against former President Donald Trump, with 40% undeclared and no-party voters, a well-liked supercharged governor campaigning at her side.
It's time to put the negativity and chaos behind us.
USA! USA! This first primary in the nation gives a second win to Donald Trump as he steamrolls toward a third GOP nomination.
This is a great, great state. You know, we won New Hampshire 3 times now, 3.
But the dominating win from Iowa did not happen here. Haley stayed under 10 points behind. For her, a reason to keep going.
She didn't win, she lost.
The map shows Trump in purple. Haley's yellow includes a significant vote from the independent-minded. What was the force behind the decision?
I'd like to see a little bit of a competition.
We traveled the state talking to voters. Some buy into Haley's positive energy, strong on national security and pro-business. Trump supporters believe he will fix the border and their bank accounts, enough to overlook behavior and prosecutions.
And I believe that he loves our country.
And that would get you past misinformation or disinformation that he might say.
Yes, absolutely.
Trump's New Hampshire win, having skipped town halls and debates, a sign he has changed the party and the rules. Haley's campaign lives to challenge that. And the next stop is her home state, South Carolina, next month, the next primary. She talked a little about how much she looked forward to going home and doing that, but the field there is not very promising for her at the moment. Donald Trump ahead in the polls, having the endorsement of the governor, the the senator that Nikki Haley actually appointed, as well as some other high-level government officials. So the field for Nikki Haley is not getting any easier. That does not seem to be stopping her tonight. I'm Glenna Milberg, live in Concord, New Hampshire tonight, Local 10 News.
Glenna, talking a little political strategy in the very brief time that we have to question you here. Do you think Nikki Haley is playing the long game? February 15th, U.S. Supreme Court decision.
Ooh, that's an interesting question. The simple answer is I don't know, but she is playing a long game. The question is, the long game costs money.
Yes.
There are donors involved, there's resources involved, so I think that's going to set the deadline for her, just my impression.
Okay, our Glenna Milberg live for us always. You had the answer, though, for everything else. So thanks a lot, Glenna. We appreciate you. We'll talk with you real soon.